Amazing, 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 my beautiful viewer. Welcome back to our show. And I hope all is well with you wherever you are. And in case you're going any hardship, we pray that God will guide you and see you through in that situation that you're in. Whether financial, God will provide. Whether you're sick, we pray that God will heal. Whatever thing you're going through, we pray that God will come through for you in that situation. And on this episode, we want to talk about leaders and leadership. Leaders, leadership, and power. And some of the people we call leaders are not necessarily leaders. Not all politicians are leaders. Not all politicians are leaders. So I don't know if and when and if at all these people that we call leaders sometimes sit down and think about their future when they are not in power. I don't know whether the people that we call leaders sometimes sit down and think about their future when they are not in power. Why am I asking all these questions? We've seen most of the time power corrupting good morals or power corrupting the intelligence of most of the leaders. I say 98% of anyone in position or anyone with power has always corrupted their morals. And they have felt like they are mini gods in that place that they're leading. They have felt that they are mini gods in the areas of their leadership or the areas of power influence. When I talk about them being mini gods, I mean they have used their power inappropriately. They have used their power inappropriately, either manipulating people with their power or destroying the lives of their people that they lead, the people that they're leading, or using their power to unalive and destroy other families. And they use this word, there is nothing you can do. You will know who I am. Yes, you will know who I am. I know the Bible in its wisdom cautions us not to say anything bad or do anything bad about the leaders of the day because they can use their power to destroy you and make sure they end you completely. But that is something that most of the leaders don't really look. I don't know if they think about it or they don't think about it, because you've seen leaders give provocative statements to the people or to the people who try to challenge them. Sorry for that. The people who try to challenge them just shows that I'm a human being. To the people who try to challenge them, and some of them have ended the lives of those people who are challenging them, and some of them have made those people who challenge them disappear completely. And it's not just an African problem, it's a worldwide problem. So I don't know what power comes with. I don't know what power comes with that makes people think that they are mini gods and they will live forever. Like there's no any moment they will be out of that power and face the justice of the day or face the people that they persecuted when they were in power. I don't know why. The best people who can do that will be kings, because kings, it's until they die. Uh, Kings die to be inherited. You cannot inherit a king who is still alive. They die to be inherited. So for that, maybe if you use your power in a wrong way and all that, you still have a chance, because you have a chance to cover out your dust and your dirt and your bad actions until you death. Because when you're dead, no one will ever judge you for the wrong mistakes that you did. The judgment will be with God to judge you for eternity, but no human being will judge you and imprison you for anything else. A few weeks ago, we heard that the president of who? The president of France, the former president of France, was jailed because he received money from Gaddafi during his campaigns. So maybe their system slightly works that a former president can be imprisoned, because of the mistakes that they did while they were ruling. But most of the countries don't enjoy that. Most of the countries don't enjoy that. Once you are a president and you're a president, you remain in power and everything will work for you. Even when you're outside, everything will still work for you, unless a higher power comes in to challenge you, but not the local power or the country's power cannot challenge you, unless the constitutions change and the next person who's coming in is bold enough to take on whatever has been going wrong, and but we are yet to see that in most of the African countries and even in most of the Asian and West countries. We are yet to see that one happening. There are those who are trying to do that, but they haven't achieved it yet. They haven't achieved it yet. So, leaders, think about this. There's always time in life after your position you leading. Some of the positions that you guys are holding are not a forever position. Are not a forever position. They are positions that are there for a given period of time. Then after that, they will be. It will be a bygone thing. It will be something that will be totally gone, and you might never. People might never remember you that you were once in that position. So if all that you're doing is to destroy other people's lives and try to make yourself better and all that, remember one day you will need the very, very people that you destroying their lives. You need the very, very people that you trying to persecute at a given point. But I know money will answer all the questions and provide all the solutions that you want. Because you know if you have money, you still manipulate those people, do whatever you want to do with those people, fix them whatever you want to fix them because money says it all. And that is why most of the leaders will make sure that they have grabbed and grabbed and grabbed resources because they know that those resources are their security when everything goes bad with them. When they don't find favor with people, they will use the money to buy their favor with people. When people can't just naturally love them and care about them, they will use the resources that they stole from the people to try find love and favor from the people. And because the people that you're buying and finding favor from them are poor, and you're giving them money, they will buy into your ideas. And that is why most of the politicians will steal and steal and steal because they know the only thing they have for their security is that money. And that works in countries where systems are not working, where people are corrupt, where you can buy anything with your money. So if you're asking yourself why corruption here and there, that's the reason to why corruption will never end. But when we start doing things out of love and care and concern, corruption will end. I don't know what you're thinking about that. I don't know what you're thinking about. But as for the leaders, do you even think about tomorrow when you're not in power? Because someone else who is more powerful will come in power, and you still suffer the same. You still go through the same torture or the same suffering that you're making these other people go through. Because if someone else who is in power, who has more power, comes in power after you, believe me or not, maybe even your money won't buy you a place in that person's life or in that person's favor. You'll have to go through what other people are going through. You have to suffer the consequences of your actions. So what if you're in power, you do something good just to secure your place, that people will be there for you in everything that you're doing? Let's stop all these shenanigan behaviors, my fellow leaders. Let's stop all these shenanigan behaviors. Let's stop murdering people just because we're in power, and by that time we're untouchable. We feel we are untouchable. No one can touch us. No one can do anything unto us. Let's stop persecuting our opponents just because we feel we're in power and we can use all the state resources to do whatever we want, wherever we want it, and there's no one who can question us. There is always a tomorrow. There's always a tomorrow. And when that tomorrow comes, you never know who will be in power by that time. Maybe whoever will be in power by that time will be more superior and more powerful with better resources than what you had. And you'll just fall in their net, and you'll have to face prison charges. You'll have to face charges and go in prison, maybe sometimes even be sentenced to death. Let's be good leaders. Let's share the lead we have with the people that we led. Remember, we said, or you said, is those people who put you in that position. If those people put you in that position, why can't you serve them? Why can't you do good to them? Why can't you help them? Why can't you be there with them? Why can't you protect them? Why can't you provide the needed resources to them? Unless you put yourself in that position, you're bitter that people did not vote you in that position, so you have to silence every voice that comes against you. I'm yet to see that leader that, I'm yet to see that leader that people will face, he will face people face to face, and people will tell him that what you're doing is not right. People abuse him, but he will still kneel down and say, guys, I'm sorry. I'm yet to see that leader who says, I'm sorry for not fulfilling your, I'm sorry for not fulfilling whatever I promised you, but I'm working on it. And you work on it to make sure that you fulfill it. I'm yet to see that leader. And if I see one, that would be great. So I'll leave it to you for you guys to think about this, and maybe a later stage you'll have an answer for us. But for my fellow leaders or anyone who is aspiring to be a leader, there's much to be done. There's much to be done. It calls unto sobriety for us to know what we need to do, where and when, in which way. We're all leading human beings, and with the human, every human being's life is sacred, and we have to respect it, whether young, whether old, whether middle age, whether woman, whether man. Every human's life is sacred, and as leaders, we have to protect. We must protect human beings, human life. We must protect every human life with everything possible. That is where all the systems are in place. That is why there is a judiciary. That is why there is police service. That is why there is army. That is why there is all the churches or religion. All these things are meant to protect the human dignity and human life. But if we use the very resources, all those institutions to destroy human beings or human lives, we are, I don't know what we're doing. We got to do much in that. I love you all. Please don't leave without subscribing.